Alright guys, this is going to be a full pack loadout video where I take this pack from completely empty and pack it down with everything I'm taking with me on the Appalachian Trail. Now, one of the reasons I did this video is because I wanted to double check to make sure I had everything, and I did find a few things that I missed. So a charge cord for the watch, a charge cord for my AirPods, and these two little plastic bottles. One I'm going to have hand sanitizer in, and the other I'm going to use for cooking oil. Now, let's check it out. Alright guys, this is everything I'm taking with me. If I'm not wearing it today and it's not out here, then it's not going to be in my pack when I start the trail. So, I'm going to start with the sleep system. Go ahead and put these goose boots in there with some thick fits wool socks. Just keep that in the hammock so it's there when I get ready for bed. I have a polyester wool blend base layer just to use with the sleep system so it stays nice and clean. Decided to go ahead and use this hammock skin right here just to keep all the quilts and everything together. I really thought the windsock would serve that purpose, but turns out the windsock allows everything to fall out when I pack it down, so I'm going to go ahead and use this additionally. Using the 70-liter Hyperlite Southwest pack. This is completely empty right now. I'm gonna go ahead and line it with this contractor bag. And I'm gonna fold this over just so it makes it easier. These 70-liter packs have a really tall tube, so it makes it a good bit easier to pack it down. Now I'm going to start at the foot and pack the hammock system into the garbage liner. Found the best way to go ahead and pack this is just to start at one end. Usually start at the foot. Start stuffing it in. Now I find it packs down a little bit better if you just skip the stuff sack and stuff it down in there rather than trying to play Tetris with a, stuff sack. Saves a step too. I'm gonna wrap these up just so they don't get too knotty in there. I'm going to stick them down behind the tarp so they don't catch on anything else I might put in there. Umbrella. Little $10 umbrella from Amazon. Hopefully I don't have to use it too much, but have it if I need it. Next, I'm gonna put this knee brace down in there. Now I plan on starting my hike with it on, but when I'm not wearing it, this is where it'll live. These Catula micro spikes are also gonna go back there. Now before I put them in there, I'm gonna go ahead and attach this line to my carabiner back here just to make sure if they do fall out, I don't lose them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the clothes. I decided to go ahead and use this Dyneema food bag for my clothes just to kind of keep everything together, so when I'm unpacking and setting up camp, I could just throw this bag down and not worry about the clothes getting dirty. But merino wool buff, polyester buff, a little bit thicker. This is a merino blend sun hoodie, First Light. First Light merino blend boxer briefs. Icebreaker bottom base layer merino wool. It's a Under Armour Cold Gear base layer top. This is a Heat Wave bottom base layer. So I have two bottoms just in case I need to layer up there, and 3 layers including this shirt as far as, you know, top layers are concerned. I have 1 pair of ankle fit socks that I plan on wearing most of the time, 1 pair of HMG toe socks, and 1 pair of sealskin all-weather socks. Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer Puffy, and the Mountain Hardwear Phantom Puffy. Put that aside for a second. Work on the food. Now this is what I plan on taking for my first section from Springer to Mountain Crossing, something like that. It's about 3 days of food, I figure. Really not sure how many calories I'm going to be burning out there in the cold weather, so I got a little extra just in case. Two serving backpacker meals, 1 Louisiana red beans and rice, and 1 mango sticky rice. This is freeze-dried rice, just like you would find in these backpacker meals, but it's not as easy to find just by itself. But it's a great meal for backpacking, or a great, you know, food source out there. You can put anything with it and it cooks really fast. You don't have to cook it. As soon as the hot water touches this freeze-dried rice, it's ready to eat. I have 4 packs of Kodiak oatmeal, protein packed. 4 packs of ramen noodles, chicken flavor. 3 packs of tuna. And 9 Cliff Bars, assorted. In addition, we might stop at a grocery store once we get out there close to Emmacola and get some ground meat and cheese, eggs, if the weather permits. Forgot to mention, but these are the Ultra Olympus Gore-Tex version. Gonna be starting in these. Just a note of advice, if you get these, I would recommend sizing up a half size, because this Gore-Tex material isn't gonna break in as nice as the typical Ultra Olympus material. So keep that in mind. Next is gonna be our cook system. We'll start with the jet boil skillet. Have a old hickory pruning knife in there, as well as some seasonings, just some swamp dust and black pepper mix, Brillo pad. I'm gonna keep this in this Ziploc just to stop it from getting, you know, other stuff in the pack greasy. This is gonna slide down here. This is a Toaks 1100 milliliter titanium pot, the koozie that I made. $20 little Amazon stove. This is gonna go right here in this side pocket. Tight fit, but it does work. Along with that, I'll stick my spoon in there. I like to make sure I stick my spoon in there right when I stick the pot in so I don't forget it. Which reminds me, I almost forgot my tree straps. That's why it's a good idea to put your tree straps up right after you get the hammock off of them. I have seen a case where a buddy forgot his tree straps at the last camp, you know, 20, 25 miles back, and when he got ready to set up his hammock that night, he was in trouble. He ended up using some paracord and, you know, making some makeshift straps, but if he wouldn't have been able to do that, he would have been cold all night because his hammock setup wouldn't have kept him warm on the ground. He didn't have a pad like this. Something to think about. You don't want to lose your straps, especially in cold weather. Go with these Burton snowboarding mitts. I have the other one shoved down in here, but it is a pair. I'm gonna shove this down into my left hip belt pocket. Now, if we do have heavy sustained rain, I will move this you know, the gloves and stuff from my hip belt pockets, because these hip belt pockets will wet out eventually. In case anyone's not aware, the upper part of the pack is reasonably waterproof. Still a good idea to use a liner, but these hip belt pockets are not waterproof and they will wet out pretty fast. Now this pair of REI fleece line gloves or glove liners and smart wool beanie is gonna live down here in the right hip belt pocket. Again, with heavy sustained rain, I will move them. Okay. Moving on to my little personal bag. It's a little Dyneema bag I got off of Etsy. A few little carabiners down here just for, you know, any situation that might arise. So in here I will have my toothpaste, toothbrush, small little pack of Tums just in case, AirPods, small pocket knife, potable water pills, vitamin D. Might be placebo, but I like it. This is the hip belt strap that goes with my vice versa fanny pack. I'm gonna keep that in here unless I'm, you know, plan on using this on a town trip. The Anker 60-watt charging square. You have to have a 60-watt output charger like this to get the maximum output with the recharging ability with the Anker 737. So it's a little heavy, but I will have it. In addition to just a regular charging square like this, in case I want to use an extra one. This is gear tape. Forget what the actual name brand is. You can find this on Amazon. It's tape made to repair down gear items like puffy jackets or quilts. Works really good, especially if you cut it into a circle. It lasts a really long time. Floss, some waterproof tape, and I will have some Luco tape in here when I take off as well. It's in the mail. I have a charging cord of sorts for my headlamp. 2 USB-C cords, that's so I could charge my iPhone and my battery bank at the same time. And this is a little tool that goes with my tripod, just to keep this ball joint nice and tight if need be. I will also keep my wallet in there, just because I'm gonna be, you know, I plan to be using the fanny pack for the camera gear, and I don't want to be fumbling in there and accidentally knock my wallet out. I'd rather my wallet stay in here most of the time, which is going to be in my pack most of the time just for safety. These sunglasses will be either on me or hanging from my neck most of the time, probably 90% of the time. If not, I will put them in the case and set them down in my shoulder pocket. This is, like I said, primarily going to be for the camera gear, what little camera gear I have. This is the wireless microphone that I'm using right now, so it's not in the bag, but set that down in here. Anchor. Just thought about this, but I suppose it'll be a good idea to keep a charging cord in here as well in case I want to use the Anchor throughout the day without getting all the way into my pack. Otherwise, it'd be pointless to keep the Anchor in the fanny pack, right? The Peak Designs tripod. Moving on to the water system. Going to be using this Nalgene bottle with a SteriPen Ultralight. This also charges from a battery bank. It has a rechargeable battery. That's another reason I need the Android charger cable. And that's gonna go with this 3-liter bladder. My water bottle is gonna live right here in the right side pouch. This water bladder is gonna stay in the back compartment, back here, right on side the jet boil skillet. And this UV light water purification system is gonna hang from this lanyard right here that I have attached to the bag. This lanyard came with this carrying case off of Amazon. Cheap little carrying case, but it gets the job done nicely. And then I'll stick that right down here by my water bottle. Headlamp. Nicor NU20. Battery life kind of sucks, but it is really lightweight and it gets the job done. I put this down in my shoulder pocket right here with the sunglasses for quick, easy access. Got some wet wipes right here. I know we got some, leave no tracers out there saying that this isn't as good as toilet paper, but I could use one of these and wipe 6 times. Fold it, wipe, and I think that's better than using a handful of toilet paper, personally. Also, try wiping your butt with toilet paper when it's pouring down rain outside. Knock off Crocs. They are gonna go back here and attach to this carabiner. My nicotine pills. I'm not gonna take these with me. Forgot they were in the shot, but okay. Got 9 tent stakes. That's 8 to fully stake out the tarp and 1 extra in case I lose one. I'm gonna keep these tent stakes right down here next to the pot and koozie. And I'm gonna secure this string around this buckle right here, just, in the case that they fall out, they will have something to hold on to. Time for the rain gear. I'm gonna stuff these Frog Talk pants as far down in here as I can, because I don't like to use them unless I have to. The Arc'teryx jacket. Now the pull strap on the back of the hood for the Arc'teryx rain shell has this little cord. I'm gonna attach that to the carabiner back here as well. Added security. I'm gonna go ahead and push this hammock setup down one more time to try to get all the excess air I can out. Okay, so clothing, personal ditty bag, food, propane bottle, closed cell phone pad, and the Crazy Creek chair. Don't want to forget the fanny pack, all my camera gear. All right, guys. The trekking pole my phone's sitting on, and the phone. And that's gonna be it. What you see is what you get. Y'all follow along. Okay, guys, this is my full setup. Gonna get a weigh-in pretty soon here. I'm gonna do one with the food and water, without the food and water, so stay tuned for that. Y'all take it easy. So it looks like I forgot 4 or 5 things in total. The 2 little plastic bags, the 2 charge cords, and my fleece REI pants. The pants were in the laundry and I forgot about them. But I still have plenty of room in the pack. Well, I wouldn't say plenty, but I have enough room, so everything's gonna fit just fine, and the extra weight's minimal. So I'm looking forward to getting an official pack weight out to you guys in the next video. Until then, check out this video about 3 times I got legitimately scared on the Appalachian Trail. Y'all have a good one.